Warning: the views and opinions expressed in this podcast do not reflect those of the Cool Cats Corner. You are now watching
Cool kids.
Who Nelly Nunn?
Yeah,
She's a millionaire,
she
guys.
was like, I'm not gonna lie, South African girls got booties. I was like, wait.
African fashion gives me like wholesome, gives me colorful. It gives me. They really rode on the Rainbow Nation
Trend.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on no girl. I'm just saying.
Wait, what was wrong with the video?
They were like, yo, her titties are out. Tell her to get a bra. Tell her to get a bracelet.
Wait.
We love the fashion because I feel like also fashion is inspired by where you grow up.
Yeah.
You know you're supposed to be an artist. You love paintings. You're into
Doja
that.
Cat, baby.
That's something you've always known.
Period.
But because of like the circumstances surrounding you, you feel like you have to change, or you feel like, I feel like they're bringing that uncomfortable conversation where you have to do this.
Like, I feel like my 7-year-old brother's gonna wear this. And he thinks he looks good. And then I'm like, yes, you look good.
Zanibonani Tumelangi Fshin Namaka. I go by the name Issa Kappa Dia. And welcome to another episode of The Sweetest Vibes, guys. Welcome to an episode of Cool Cats Corner, where you know that we're chilling with the coolest cats in ZA. You probably don't know them, but they probably fly as hell. But how you guys?
We're good.
Babe, we're good.
We're good. We're
Yeah.
amazing.
We're moving. So quick disclaimer. These days I'm getting a thing of like my guests busy walking in late. So if you guys just see a girl just inside the podcast somewhere in the middle, just don't get surprised, babes.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, how's your day?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
I mean, it's been chaotic, but nothing crazy, I guess. Yeah, it's been chaotic, but nothing crazy. Just like a hectic morning.
Just like a hectic morning.
Yeah.
Describe like your mornings.
My mornings are different, hey? I don't want to lie. I feel like I don't have the same morning every day, but something casual would be me waking up in the morning, watching some Netflix.
Per.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. And
Watching an episode of one reality.
Yeah. You like reality show?
I love reality shows.
Girl.
Love Island babes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Island.
Bachelorette type.
Yeah, but I mean, I like something like baddies. Like, I want
Oh,
drama.
baddies.
Yeah.
Like
Oh.
drama.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want even if it's unnecessary,
Yes.
I want it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so it would just be that. And then I wake up, shower. I don't exercise, guys, unfortunately. But yeah, ain't nothing crazy. If I have to go to work, I go to work. If I don't, I run my errands. If I don't have any errands, I just chill at home, honestly.
That's dope.
And just do
That's
me.
like,
That's
it's just
real.
doing you. I hope
Yeah.
you're securing that bag while you're doing you, babe.
Exactly.
Period.
That's
Period.
my shit.
Chami, you mind to introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, my name is Mihlali Makianga, and yeah, I'm an actress. I'm a makeup artist, and I just do film. I'm a creative.
You're a
basically.
creative.
Yeah.
You're creative.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's really cool. And you mind introducing yourself, babe?
I am Siabika, aka the Tracy for the biddies.
Per.
I'm just cruising nicely. I am just in creative
Just a creative.
just a creative.
Literally, today was supposed to be a
Yeah.
fashion segment.
Yeah.
But like a lot of things happened. We had like a crazy day, like
Yeah,
as you said,
very
like a crazy
hectic.
day. But you know what, guys, we get through, guys. We get through. I have a game before everyone like we start having like deep and like sentimental thoughts and how the conversation is going to lead. We're gonna play a game called What's the Thread. So the thread can be a fashion trend. You can talk about gossip that you heard lately, or just you particularly hearing like a quote that you really resonate with.
Okay.
Spiritual, non-spiritual, you know the vibes. So you wanna start, Tracy?
Girl, I think you should start.
You've been no,
Tracy, I
girl.
think you should-
I'm not gonna
Tracy
start.
should
I'm not gonna start because Tracy has been on the podcast. She knows how we operate here,
Okay.
babe.
Okay.
So I want her to like take us through the moment. What's your vibe?
Yeah, ever since
What's your
we're speaking
thread?
about style,
Yeah,
fashion and all, just be you, man. Rock you.
rock you.
Rock you.
So who rocked you?
Let me tell you, Let me tell you. So,
No, you say, let me tell you. Like,
no, I'm just
It's
kidding.
tea time, babe.
I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah.
I'm just cruising nicely,
Yeah.
enjoying being with myself
Mm-hmm.
and all, and just learn to be with yourself, vibe with yourself,
Yeah.
learn, because like every day you learn, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just journal down, wake up in the morning, meditate, listen to good music,
Yeah.
eat, watch something that will make you happy and all. Just enjoy your vibe. Yeah.
So, guys, my thread for today has to be I really am like, guys, I don't know what's happening around the world, right? I'm not like
Yeah.
a person that like delves into like the news like
crazy.
that
Like
deep.
current
Yeah.
affairs.
Yeah,
and
like
all,
that. But like
yeah.
the whole thing with like the whole US taking away funding, creating sanctions towards China, and all of those things.
Yeah.
I feel that it's time for a revolutionary, and I'm afraid that it's happening. Like my thread is literally like, I'm afraid that a lot of things are going to happen. A lot of people are going to die. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs just because of people's greed. Like I just genuinely can't fathom it. I just genuinely can't fathom how the world has turned into such a chaotic place. But maybe it's time.
You know, it's very hurting. And I hate the fact that like they have this law against trans people.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
oh yeah, they
dude.
implemented a law
Yeah.
against trans people. Yeah, I heard.
Ah,
So
dude.
anyone who's, I think it's anyone who is part of the LGBT community,
Yeah.
plus are concluded as him, like the original. I don't want to say the original because, I mean, your sass can be original.
Period.
But I mean, like their actual natural being.
Yeah.
They being concluded as that, and they're not allowed to extend into, furthering they gender like that. Like they just putting a full stop. Like this is me.
Yeah.
They telling people who to be basically. I really think
Guys,
that's unfair. Also.
like,
Yeah.
why do people care about how people look and how people identify? Like, I just don't get the world like that. And how, guys, hey, we not do it. That's happening. So, do you think it's going to lead up to a point where you feel that the US is going to like verse South Africa in a lot of things? Because like South Africa is getting a lot of hype.
And it's getting a lot of hype.
It's getting a lot of
It
hype.
is, like,
Enemies.
I feel like guys, people, they must
Rwanda
stay
and
there.
all.
The thing is now, they can see that we're cool. They can vibe with our music. They like our style,
Yeah,
bro.
our vibe.
Yeah.
But like, stay where you are. But like, we can collaborate whenever. Like, guys, don't stay here. Like, already things are getting expensive.
yeah, like
Things are like,
hectic and stuff.
like, guys. And then the thing, like, no, guys, South Africa is really. I saw that video of Naledi. Did you see that video of Naledi?
Yeah.
No.
You don't know Naledi?
No.
I'm gonna. Oh, girl, I need to show you. So Naledi was literally talking like she was making like a humorous joke, right?
Okay.
She was just making like a humorous joke, saying, "Hey guys, stay where you are, guys. Stay where you are." I'm like talking to the international
real, though.
because she's like, things are getting expensive. You guys are coming here,
Oh, I
and you
saw
literally,
that
everything.
video.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
saw that video as
honestly
well.
think
Yeah.
with that it is a bit unfair because in ours as a South African, our perspective, we always want tourism and people to come to our country, and we want to invest in our country in terms of tourism. But at the same time, it's a bit tricky because now the tourists are coming and moving here, and remember the rand, it doesn't hold so much value
Exactly.
from other currencies around the world, and when they come here, they reach.
Yes,
Like, they're
yes.
like,
They see a loaf of bread, and it's literally like,
it's like, oh
it's
my
like a penny
god,
to them. It's like, oh my
this
gosh.
is it. And honestly, I also read an article whereby they were talking about can't really reference the article correctly, like which article it was. I saw it on TikTok, but it was just people just talking and putting their impact on how things are becoming more expensive for us South Africans because we still carry like our currency,
Our
and they
currency,
have
right.
like a bigger value within their currency. So when they come here, they wealthy, and then when it and then, like, guys, we can't afford
Like, it
rent
gets
in
more
Cape
people
Town,
for us.
basically.
Exactly.
You know,
Guys,
Like,
and
Cape
like
Town,
I feel like
it's off limits.
no, it's
yeah.
not. It's off
it's not
limits.
yeah.
It's off limits to a particular type of demographic.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford to go to Cape Town, don't live in Cape Town.
Yeah.
If you know that you're gonna go, just go for a trip, a nice one.
Yeah.
Budget.
Yeah,
Budget.
as
budget
well.
is tight now. That's what
Yes,
we're saying.
yes.
Like,
really crazy.
I really think it's unfair. But what's on my mind with the thread is the Oscars, guys.
Ooh,
The Oscars. I'm
love
going
it.
crazy. I thought I was going. I was going crazy.
I didn't expect.
Girl.
First of all, I didn't expect Doja Cat to sing "Diamonds Are Forever." Like the way she sang it, it was so nostalgic.
Exactly.
You know, with Doja Cat's artistry, I always thought she was amazing from the jump. I just think she has a weird way of portraying her artistry.
Yeah.
Within her costume, within her within
Music,
like her
exactly.
hairstyles,
She's
whatever. She makes
different.
people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
She's
As she
different,
should, yeah.
you know? She's unique, she's different.
Just
and
like
I think
Tyler.
sometimes people, that makes them uncomfortable.
yeah.
Like,
How are you okay
yeah,
with
I-
being
yeah.
this way?
Yeah, it goes also to reference back to the conversation we were having with the
Trans.
law that they put
That
out.
they instilled, yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's just like you can't really tell people who they are because if
who to
they
become, yeah.
behave appropriately in public spaces, like no one is just walking around naked saying, "Hi, I'm just a lesbian."
Exactly.
Like no one is like free. Are like outly free like that. Like
Yeah.
no one is going crazy about their freedom. Everyone is just like calm about their freedom. They being themselves, and I feel like if I'm bisexual and it's making you uncomfortable, I mean that's my sexuality of the day. It's not like I'm
That's
sleeping
real.
with you
There's
just
nothing
because I'm
That's
malicious
real.
about
bisexual.
it, like what-
Honestly, and I just feel like people have different preferences in what they
They
like,
actually like.
you know. So
Yeah.
sometimes when people don't like something or they feel uncomfortable or intimidated, because I feel like intimidated is a very heavy word when it comes to stuff like that. I feel like intimidation. They have this intimidation. Like, oh,
Trump is very
no,
intimidating.
this person just
He's
walked
really-
here.
You just walked
Like-
here. I put my.
Like we don't sit with these people.
No,
Who are
man.
these people? Like honestly, I think terms like that, especially like it's 2025.
That's
guys.
real.
Like-
That's
Like
real.
the world has bigger problems.
Trans people
Yeah.
don't get rights.
Like
You
oh my
don't
God.
get rights.
Oh my
You know?
God.
And you know he has a swoosh. So when he
Yeah.
just like he's just dramatic.
Yeah.
Trump, guys, it's just really like, because now it's putting like the whole world 10
Yeah.
steps back.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
for sure.
it initially comes back to, like, why are you going to be bullied into being
Yeah.
something that you're not?
Yes.
You understand?
Exactly.
And we've been there.
Yeah, we've been there. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like,
like,
what was that whole
dude.
struggle for? Because
Like we're
Dude.
evolving right
Like-
now. Like
Like, I feel like just
Yeah.
let people be who they want to be.
exactly.
If ufuna ukuthakatha, makathakathe. Like, guys, people don't
as
have
long
problems.
as tag out.
Yes, the thing is, no. That's the thing with
Exactly.
black people. Like,
Yeah.
they're so controversial when they have like anger and regrets, and they want to go to these witches and all of these people. They don't mind going to them and using
Yeah.
them. They're not gonna go and burn them all of a sudden. Wah 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 wah. No, because they are using them. But just because when you're just living your own truth,
Yeah. It makes people uncomfortable. Sometimes living your truth makes people very uncomfortable.
Exactly.
why do you get like? Why are you so like? I was reading the 48 Laws of Power. Have you guys heard of it?
No.
Really?
never
It's by Robert Greene, guys. You guys don't know the 48
I'll check
Laws?
it out.
Guys,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
really
check it
good.
out,
Like
yeah.
Okay.
chef's kiss, babes.
Okay.
So literally, like I feel that one of the chapters, I forgot which chapter it was. I think it was Yo, the thought ran away. But like initially,
Yeah.
the key message of the chapter was that people don't want you to succeed, and they don't want you to outshine them, basically. Oh yeah, it's never outshine the master.
Okay.
They don't want you to outshine them, but staying true to yourself, or being like, you know what, I know that I'm better. I know that I can do more than I can. But you know what? I'm gonna give him all the credit that he wants. I'm gonna give him all the credit that he needs. You understand? But at the end of the day, it's not gonna change my identity and who I am. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I know my potential. You can
Yeah.
kill as much as gay people as you want, as much as trans people as they want, but they're still going to be trans
Be
people.
trans
Exactly.
people.
They are still going to
You
be
know,
trans people.
I was having a conversation with my mom this other time.
Yeah.
It was quite a while ago, and one of her friend's son is showing like showing that they actually not straight, right?
Yeah.
And everyone can see in the family, of course, we are not blind.
Yeah.
Everyone
people
can see
yeah.
when the person is like, you know, acting as who their true self
Yeah.
is, because I know at a certain age you start like realizing things, and I think now it's locking in with the kid that this is who I am, this is actually what I like, This is who I am. This is how I speak. This is how I like speaking.
Yeah.
This is how I
Yeah.
dress myself. This is how I show up as myself. Things like
Yeah.
that. She was just saying, do you think being gay is like something these kids see? I'm like, I don't think. I think people are born gay. It's just that no toddler can say, hey, I'm gay.
Guys, like even identifying, like identification, I hate
Like,
that.
you
Like,
know,
like
I just really think people aren't
Jeez,
born
yeah.
like are born the way they are. It's
Yeah.
just like at a certain age when they start, you know, being able to become themselves, then they express it, you know.
that's real.
Yeah, that's what I think. Honestly, I just told her that. I was like, I honestly think it's who you are. It's like the career you always wanted to do, but your parents want you to become a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah, man.
You know, you
Yeah.
know you're supposed to be an artist. You love
Yeah.
paintings. You're into
Doja
that.
Cat baby.
That's something you've always known.
Period.
But because of like the circumstances surrounding you, you feel like you have to change, or you feel like, and I feel like they're bringing that like uncomfortable conversation where you have to do this, you have to do this,
The
you have to do
pressure.
this.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
unnecessary pressure.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's very like
Like
especially
it's overwhelming.
yeah, at this
It's
time
very
and age,
overwhelming.
already kids have depression over the slightest things, you know.
'Cause of these
And
things.
you
Yeah.
know, I think when we having conversations that tough and tricky, and we have to come correct in making sure that the person is comfortable at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Whoever we having a conversation about, you
That's
know.
real.
Yeah.
That's real. But anyway, guys,
That's a
we
valid
really
point,
delved
yeah.
deep into that
Yeah.
thread
Yeah.
for the day.
Deep,
Yeah.
Like we really went deep, guys.
Yeah,
But
we
anyway,
deep,
guys.
yeah.
So initially today, I wanted to ask you guys, like, what's your favorite fashion trend lately? What's your favorite fashion trend?
Ooh.
Girl,
Girl.
let me tell you, I am into the 90s coming back kind of vibe. The grunge, like
Okay.
the 90s hairstyles, the
Yeah.
looks. I love how right now we just mix and match our clothing,
Yeah.
t-shirts,
Yeah.
cutouts. Like we just expressing ourselves through fashion, you know.
Okay, guys.
love
Do
that.
you think South African fashion is actually better than international fashion when it comes to streetwear predominantly?
Streetwear.
I'm not gonna come with the elegant look, the Grammy looks. Obviously, they kill
Yeah,
it.
they kill it. They eat.
Just look at the Oscars, babe. Oh.
Yeah.
But personally, for me, I think South African fashion is only it's a very unique fashion. I feel like you can't rock it
Yeah.
unless you're from
I
South
feel
Africa.
so
Yeah.
as
Because
well.
I can get away with dressing in American streetwear style. I can get away dressing as you know, other like different cultures and stuff like that. I do think like different parts of the world, you know, I do think certain type of styles, those styles are meant for specific type of like, you know,
Individual.
countries and stuff like that. Like like Asians, I don't see myself rocking Asian style. I mean,
Really, like your anime look, like your baddie mini
Mini
skirts.
skirt.
Guys,
them
people are
boots.
really texting
yeah,
me
I
and,
see
like,
with
I'm
the
so sorry.
lungs thingy,
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah, I see
Bangs.
all of that, but I feel like you know, fashion with me also comes with confidence, you know. It's not only like the clothing, because you can wear the clothing and the clothing ends up wearing you.
That's
Because
real,
that's the thing,
actually.
hey?
That
Like you
is.
see someone's outfit is fire only if they had just lift up their chest and moved.
Guys,
musically and
so do
walked.
you think that we
with
overdo
sass.
it sometimes when it comes to like our real aesthetics? Because I've seen like a couple of videos. There was another girl, right, I saw on TikTok. Like she was so creative, right? So, girl made a crop top. Actually, no, she made a skirt with a shirt. She made a skirt with
With
the
the
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah, so like she
That's nice.
tucked it in. She went through it like at the back. Like okay, it was not as perfect because you can see
Yeah,
what she
it's
just like
altered.
she's just showing
Yeah.
you how to actually come and improvise. And she literally put a tie in the middle. And I was like, guys, you know what? Nah, there's so many ways to actually rock clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen
Be
how?
creative. about
That's
that,
crazy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Dubai trend?
Which one is the Dubai trend?
Ah,
I
girl.
don't even know the Dubai trend.
Girl, you know the Dubai trend.
I don't even know.
Show me. They take this shirt, right? They flip it over.
Oh,
and they make it look
I
like
love
the
that.
sabi or
I
something.
love
What do they call it? A sabi? What do they
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I know you.
Guys, I don't know anything about like
Yeah.
it's head scarf. We
They're
can-
gonna have to forgive us, unfortunately.
like, but we really appreciate the fact that you guys are very fashionable.
Yeah.
We are really acknowledging
Elegant,
Arabian
right.
fashion.
Yeah, it's giving very elegant and rich. That's what I like
Rich.
about them.
Yes, we might be dusty, but we're not musty.
Period. Period.
Really. And like South
Period.
African fashion gives me like wholesome, gives me colorful. It gives me. They really rode on the Rainbow Nation
Train.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
on top of it.
And I love the fact that how Jesus, they have like the shop here. You know
Yeah,
Jesus?
yeah.
Oh girl, you know it?
Yeah, I know it.
Chill. They have like this jacket, babe. Like it's like this leather jacket and it has like what's this, like skin from an animal. I don't know what kind of animal it is. And like it's so dope. But don't worry guys, we'll show you a bit later on when we just go on our fashion trip. But like yeah, it has like a little bit like some meat going on here, but like it's so nice. It's brown, like it's giving Zulu man with some power up, and you can rock it on your Heritage Day and have that drip swag, huh?
I personally think South African fashion is so versatile. It's
Yeah.
just, it has no boundaries.
It has
at
no
all.
boundaries.
Like I feel like I can wear a Xhosa shirt and I can wear like a traditional Xhosa, because I'm Xhosa.
Yeah.
A traditional
Oh.
Xhosa. Yani.
That's a song.
Auntie.
Wait.
Vamos ver se você is Xhosa.
Once. If you can't hear us, forget about it.
It's not our business, it's yours.
It's yours.
But like I think it's very versatile in the sense of I can rock like 90s pants with a Xhosa traditional top wear, you know. That's how I feel, and I've seen it, and I thought, oh my god, that is very creative. That's something I've never thought of. Oh my god, I don't know. I didn't know.
I feel like we've been sleeping on our own drip.
Yeah.
And now it's time where we're actually acknowledging the fact that we actually have our own ish. We have our own way of marketing clothes. Like I get the way how we used to buy clothes in the stores, and everything,
and
but not
stuff.
everyone can afford that now because of inflation. That's why people are opting to go and thrift at
and
Park
stuff,
Station,
yeah.
at Bram. So we're out here at Park Station where the drip is everywhere. If you want to look fly, if you want to look cool, if you want to look nice, this is the place you should be at, guys. And I'm with Chris Drip. How are you, Chris?
Okay.
You good?
Good. So,
I'm good, man. So what actually inspired you to actually start up?
okay, I was inspired by my parents. My parents used to be fashion designers.
Really? That's so cool.
They used to be fashion designers. They used to sell thrifted clothes, so they're the one who inspired me.
Wow, that's dope. If you have like really, really, really stylish parents, that's actually a plus. Do you design, do you style, or do you do everything?
I do customized. I do design. Yeah, I do everything.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Guys, please do check out Chris Drip on TikTok. Please check him out on the socials because, guys, this is the place to be, guys. This is another episode of Cool Cats Corner. We're out in the streets of Backstage. There's so many
There's
places.
so many thrift shops.
There's so many thrift shops. Some are expensive. Some are actually not established.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way we take control of the whole topa situation, because before it was so controversial. Do you remember that?
I feel like for me
Dunusa.
it has expanded.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think I think I don't want to say the 90s generations, but I will say the 90s generation has, like, in South Africa specifically, because we're speaking about South African fashion, I think they were just so lay low, like they had specifics that they wore, like a matricota. I know it was very famous.
Yes.
Had those Jesus shoes.
Number Dickies, guys.
you
Dickies was
know.
also booming back
Yeah,
then.
Dickies with the
Skotana
golf
wear.
t-shirts, you know, things like that. They've always like
chains.
stuck based on that, you know. And I feel like with this generation, it's kind of like evolving. We love the fashion because I feel like also fashion is inspired by where you grow up.
Yeah.
you know, guys.
And I feel
Because-
like they're making a thing of like we're competing with them, but it's not a competition. We actually aspire to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
just upgrading it.
Yeah, we're just making it look better.
We're just adding a little 2000s.
We're just
sparkle,
appreciating
sparkle.
fashion more. So how would you style cargo pants if you're like a basic beginner and like you don't know how to like, or you want to get into like the baggy era, but you don't know how to like incorporate it, how to style it, you find difficulty? How would you do it?
Okay, so specifically me with style,
Yeah.
I like looking sexy but all covered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
For example, I like something simple. So every time I reference outfits, I always go for Lori Harvey.
Yeah.
I always go for Linda Mtoba.
Of course.
Something very simple but elegant at the same
Yeah,
time. Like
something-
just a jacket, a
Something that's
t-shirt,
gonna make you stand out, but not
t-shirt.
just
but
raunchy.
you like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that looks so amazing. Like, I mean, I could rock that, but it, you know. So I always go for my basic tees,
Yeah.
like the tight ones. You know, the vest with the oval shaped.
Of course,
like
I
the
see it.
tight
Oh
stuff.
yes,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. So
And
I would
it's tight.
definitely
Yeah.
it's nice tight.
Ooh, yeah.
I think I would go for something like that. I like
Mhm.
neutral colors. I don't like wearing bright things a lot.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
So I would go for something white. If my cargo pants are all natural, like natural meaning they green or they brown, like the natural colors for cargo pants, I'll go for those green. And then I'm not a sneakerhead, but I would compromise. Like I
Yeah.
compromise for outfits. If I see this,
Really?
yeah, I'm not a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
You'll never catch me in sneakers unless you see me every day.
So what do you like? Slides?
I'm definitely like I'm
Heel
all
babe.
about comfortable.
Heel babe?
No, I love heels, but heels are a job.
Yeah,
We
they
have
look
to
good. Now,
admit.
I also feel the same way. I love wearing heels as like the picture, the frame, but I
Yeah.
don't think I can rock
But
it the
5
whole-
hours into the night, you like, ha,
Girl, I want to dance. That's the whole
Yeah.
point. That's the whole point. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys are chilling, guys. I hope you guys are good, guys, because today's episode is sponsored by The Hop, guys. I hope you guys are checking it out, guys. Local fashion, we're promoting it, we're boosting it, guys. Get yourself The Hop, guys. It's very trendy, very fashion forward, very
Fashion.
innovative. The price tag will be in the description. Everything that you want, I will put out a link onto all my socials. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoying this podcast episode, and let's get into the second part of it.
Man,
Yeah,
she's a millionaire,
she was
guys.
like,
She
she was like,
is, like,
she was like,
okay,
she's
so hard.
she was like, I'm not gonna lie, South African girls got booties. I was like, wait, I'm not hating on no girl. I'm just saying.
Wait, what was wrong with the video?
Yeah.
They were like, yo, her titties are out. Tell her to get a
wait,
bra.
nah.
Tell her to get a bracelet.
Wait.
Town in Eastern Cape, I would dress differently. But when I came here, I dressed differently. And I feel like sometimes you don't even notice it. It's just like, it's a natural shift.
Yeah.
So,
Kaloku
ish.
Bram, guys, it's New York of South Africa.
The way I was dressing when I was 5 is not the way I'm going to dress
When
now.
you're 60
and
as
when
well.
I'm like 30, it's not the way I'm dressing now, you know? I feel like it also comes with age and like also different aspects that surround you.
A little bit of booty shake, a high knee boot.
Oh,
that is like